Alright, we are back, and actually picks and bans are already underway. Sorry about that. So I gotta switch the icons here. Punahou banning out Vi, Lulu, and Draven, same bans as last game. And yeah, actually looks like Roosevelt banning out that Kha'Zix, not wanting to deal with the stealth mechanic of that game. And actually they're banning out Pantheon as well. They didn't want to give the Pantheon over to Worst Smiter NA. So he's going to lock in Lee Sin. That was pretty much an insta-lock, actually. I'm going to see if, I mean, more likely Lee Sin jungle, but either way, Explosion hovering over the Thresh. I don't remember if Thresh was banned last game, but either way, Cherry Blossom did opt for the Leona. And I feel like Balance Summer and Cherry Blossom actually had a pretty solid lane in the bot lane with Leona and Lucian. I mean, the Thresh could always help out a team here. We'll see what they pick out. So Yasuo, Kha'Zix, and Pantheon being banned out by Roosevelt. And Yasuo was banned in the last game. Kha'Zix, in response to Worst Smiter NA's Kha'Zix play, where they were not able to lock them down like I think they wanted to, due to that leap and the reset of the leap actually. And of course, Pantheon didn't want Worst Smiter NA to have the Pantheon as they are first pick. Denksy hovering over the Hecarim. I do know I've talked to him before. He does like playing the Hecarim. And we'll see if he actually locks that in. Explosion still hovering over the Thresh. And yeah, we'll be seeing a Hecarim and Thresh on Roosevelt's side. And Teos insta-locking that Caitlyn. Happy with his play from the first game. Gonna go ahead and go back to it. And like I said, I didn't really get to talk too much about itemization in the last game. I was kind of sad about that. But I'm not. I mean, I was only sad because I didn't get to talk about it. But I'm actually happy that I didn't get to talk about it because there was way too much action going on. I didn't really have time to talk about it. And that's never a bad thing. Either way, I slammed, therefore I am. His Aatrox wasn't banned out. I'm actually surprised. I mean, I'm assuming Chinsec believes that he can take him on. Maybe just a little bit thrown off in that first game if he does decide to go onto that onto the Aatrox. But he's hovering over Taric. I don't think it'll be a Taric, but you know, you never know. 10 seconds left. I mean, Taric and Caitlyn, I mean, they used to be a kind of a solid bot lane back in like early season 3. I would be surprised if he does lock in Taric. The Gym Master still hasn't been hovered over. He actually locks in Taric. Fine, whatever. All right, Taric going to be over on Punahou's side. You know what? It's Taric. I don't even, whatever. It could be a support Taric. Why not bring out Frozen Gauntlet top lane Taric? Why not, guys? Just do it. We'll figure out how it works. Either way, Cherry Blossom is hovering over Ziggs, which is a favorite of Explosions. I've seen him play quite a few Ziggs in this tournament. And actually, I think was he banned out last game? I don't remember if he was banned out last game. Actually, he might have been banned out last game by Punahou. Punahou may have not banned out Lulu. That may have been banned by Roosevelt. But either way, Cherry Blossom hovering over the Ziggs. Probably not going to change it. I don't expect Explosion will want to play anyone else at this moment. He's solid on Ziggs. Might as well go back to what you're pretty good at, or what you're comfortable at. Either way, Boundless Summer, like I said, didn't do too bad on Thresh last game. I feel he's doing the right pick here, going with the Lucian, especially Lucian Thresh. Pretty solid lane. Not hard here. Young J 808 insta-locking the Zed. So we're gonna be seeing a couple ninjas on the Rift tonight between Lee Sin and Zed. But Geeky Lizard, this is gonna be the one where I'm interested. Geeky Lizard, I don't know if Taric's gonna be his support. Could be, but we'll see how it goes. If this is a Taric lane, I am actually gonna have to learn Taric moves and just do this on the fly in the game because well, it doesn't matter. I'm still going to because Taric's on the Rift. I don't really get to cast too much Taric. I know Dazzle is his stun, but we'll figure out. Shatter also is his E. Yeah, good job, Fat Guys. Either way, Geeky Lizard locking in Rumble. So that's going to be a Rumble top lane. We're going to see some equalizers on here. Hopefully, there's going to be pineapple equalizers. We'll see how it goes. Chinsec, we'll see what he picks. Trying to counter it. He had a pretty rough game last game. And a Ryze would be a fantastic pick against a Rumble. Ryze does bully a Rumble very early on, and actually scales pretty hard into the game. Not to mention with his his range, his buff on the Q range, and his base health buff. Actually, he's going to be able to terrorize a Rumble, but he is going to lock that in. We're going to see a Rise in the top lane. I'm very excited to see that. I'm very happy for that Rise is actually coming more to prominence again. Rise is one of those guys that fades in and out of the meta, and right now he's coming back in. Korea's been liking him. Nian Tanso from CLG top lane in the NALCS. He's been getting Rise banned out from him quite often. He's making a name for himself, spamming him in solo queue actually. So yeah, that'll be a Rise top lane versus a Rumble, and that will be Chinsec, I believe, bullying Iceland, therefore I am this time around. We'll see how it works out. Rise does not have an escape besides the flash. Yeah, something like, he does have his advantages. Everybody else has his disadvantages too. We'll see how it plays out. Either way, Young J 808 looking. Is that going to be a Young J 808 in the jungle? So yeah, okay. Well, I mean, this has been known to happen in these high school leagues. Sometimes roles are swapped between on teams. So Young J 808 going on the Gragas last game, gonna go in the jungle with Lee Sin this game. Where's Smiter NA going in the mid lane instead of the jungle this time around. Of course, Teos and Geeky Lizard gonna be in the bot lane against a Boundless Summer, Cherry Blossom, Lucian, and Thresh. We'll see how that one works out. Like I said, I don't see too many Terex anymore. He's still a huge armor powerhouse, but I mean, you have to wonder how much that's really going to help out. As I mean, look at the damage from Punahou, or not Punahou, Roosevelt. It's a lot of magic damage. Explosion, Chinsec, not to mention Cherry Blossom. For what it's worth, most of Thresh's damage is magic, especially upfront Death Sentence does do a little bit of magic. Box actually has pretty decent ratios on it. It's a lot of magic damage coming out from Roosevelt. So I mean, I'm a little bit questioning the Taric here, but we'll see how it works out. It's going to keep Teos alive. It is going to be kind of a bully lane, but I mean, you could say that same thing about a Lucian Thresh lane as well. But either way, taking a look at the mid lane, I see a lot of Ziggs and Zed matchups. Honestly, it's completely on skill play there. I mean, they both have their advantages. They both, I mean, a lot of times I do see, most of the time, I guess in solo queue, I will say a lot of Zeds do kind of trump a Ziggs. But that's in solo queue. This is more coordinated play. These two know that they're champions. It's gonna be interesting watching the mid lane. Of course, we do have the horse versus the ninja in the jungle, and I mean, the early game is definitely going to go to Young J 808. Lee Sin does have a very dominant early jungling phase, while Hecarim has a relatively weak early jungling phase. He doesn't really have much to go for him. When he hits level 6, though, his power spike comes up, and he's able to gank lanes a lot more effectively. He does have the fear mechanic, so when he ults in front or behind somebody, I guess I would say behind a champion, it actually runs them away and into the enemy. So that's an interesting mechanic. We'll see how Dinksy plays him out here. Either way, about 40 seconds left. I'm going to put it back on some music, and I'm going to mute my mic. I'll see you guys back in game. Alright, we are back here. Let me again get all these switched around. So, like I said, a little bit of a switch on Punahou this game. Actually, let me... There we go. So yeah, a little bit of a switch on Punahou this game. Young J 808 will be in the jungle, as opposed to the Worst Smiter NA. He will be mid lane. They are swapping roles this game. Alright, looks like it's thunderstorming at my place. Hopefully my power does stay on, and you know, Time Warner Cable does like to drop my connection at the drop of a raindrop. We'll see how it goes out here. Either way, just know I'll be with you guys as much as I can. So, Chinsek gonna start the Sapphire Crystal in the top lane. Gonna get that early Tear the Goddess and have a little bit of extra damage. With that extra mana, that's one benefit of Rise, is that normally whenever a mage champion gets a Tear the Goddess, they have to wait for a power spike. While someone like Rise, he gradually grows more powerful as the tier stacks. Very useful to have a Tear the Goddess on Rise. Meanwhile, I Slam, therefore I am starting a Ruby Crystal. Gonna have a little bit of extra health up there, but no sustain besides the health pots. We'll see how that works out for him. As you can see, it looks like Chinsek did go a little bit into the offensive, or not offensive, the utility tree. How much AP? He only has 7 ability power right now, so doesn't have too much in the way of offense. Like more on the utility. A lot of Koreans do that. I know Neon Tansu himself said he doesn't really like doing that, but I mean, can't really argue with Korean strategy. I know I don't, because I'd be wrong, because I'm terrible. But either way, Chinsek gonna be following the Korean strategy. Lightning, Thunder outside. That'll be interesting to see how that works out. But either way, a little bit of a trade going on in the mid lane here. Dinksy and Young J 808 both starting on the south side of their jungle. Or no, both starting their red, rather. My bad. Both starting their red. So, just like the last game, they are going to be going opposite directions. Young J 808 going to be hitting the top lane pretty soon, which is going to be ideal because, like I said, Chinsek doesn't really have much of an escape. Ice Slam, therefore, I am. Doesn't really have too much of an escape either, but it does have a speed boost and a slow. So that'll be interesting. Oh, Tails getting hooked right around Geeky Lizard. That was a very solid hook. Almost looked like it curved around Geeky Lizard. That was interesting. But either way, a lot of damage going on to Punahou's bot lane. Cherry Blossom and Boundless Summer already making effective, making their presence felt with that Thresh and Lucian combination. A lot of upfront damage coming out, a lot of burst, and yeah, they're feeling it right now. Either way, it looks like Young J 808 not gonna go to the top lane, gonna go back to his race. Nice. Looks like Young J 808 does have a little bit more faster of a clear than Dixie. It seems like it, but they do have the same CS, so maybe I'm just talking out my ass. Either way, Young J 808 gonna make his presence felt in the mid lane, but Satchel Charge Explosion just Satchel charges out, or Satchel Snowman's out, I should say. So he's gonna be safe, and Dixie might be looking to find something as well. It's gonna be tricky to gank mid lane. Both mid laners have escapes. And looks like Young J 808 gonna find his way into bot lane here. There's a Dazzle going in onto Boundless Summer, but not much else happening here. So this is one benefit of being Rise, is that you can farm underneath a turret pretty effectively. As you can see, he's underneath turret, but Chinsek's still 3 CS up right now. Not really feeling the effects of being shoved underneath the turret. As you can see, his Q being on a low cooldown, especially combined with Rune Prison, is he does get a second lower cooldown on every ability whenever an ability is used. So I mean, his Q's up pretty fast. As you can see, like I said, he's not having too much trouble farming the turret, so I Slam, therefore I am. Gonna have to rethink his strategy here. And actually, Chinsek doesn't want to trade inside the Flame Spitter, but he does get the better half of that trade. Meanwhile, though, another gank in the bot lane. Young J 808 trying to find blood. There's a hook onto Geeky Lizard. He takes a turret shot and a Piercing Light and Light Slinger passive from Boundless Summer. A lot of damage going down onto him, but a lot of damage going down onto Cherry Blossom as well. So both of them have to be pretty careful. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Chinsek, he's running low on mana. He's spamming those Qs. And that is actually one downside of being able to farm in the towers. And when you have to do that, you have to use mana. So he's going to be a little bit short on mana. He's chugging a biscuit. Doesn't really help on mana, though. Doesn't help at all on mana. Actually, no, gives him 10 mana. So, yeah, that's something. But not really anything noteworthy. Either way, Young J808 going to go back. He did lose out on quite a bit of farm and jungle presence and other lane presence hanging out in the bot lane so much. Dinksy is making his way toward the top lane. Young J808 making his way toward that bot lane again. There's a lot of emphasis in the bot lane, but with how shoved I Slam Therefore I Am is in the top lane, he doesn't have a ward out. Dinksy could come out and gank him pretty easily, but I think he's just trying to play it safe, play it easy until he gets level 6, because his ganking potential becomes a lot more. And actually, I Slam Therefore I Am just put a ward in the tri-bush, so he's going to be safe for now, at least through there. And Young J808 gonna come back down bot lane again. Punahou does have a ward in the river bush, and they are way too shoved to be Punahou is shoving way too hard for a Young J808 to make an effective gank. Meanwhile, in the top lane, despite having a ward, there's a flash coming out from I Slam Therefore I Am, and an equalizer. Flash coming out from Chinsek to catch up for him. This may be First Blood going over to Chinsek. We'll see how it works out. First Blood actually going over to Dinksy. His Q did pick it up in the radius, so 2 flashes going down in the top lane, but First Blood and an assist going over to Roosevelt this time around. So that does set Chinsek ahead quite a bit. He's ahead in CS a lot as well. Haunting guys being picked up from I Slam and Therefore I Am. And Chinsek does have a teleport available. He's going to go back, pick up his Tear of the Goddess. And, oh, actually get a Catalyst as well. Coming back with a lot of power. Going to start farming up that Tear of the Goddess early. And he's actually just going to walk back to lane. He's not even going to use his teleport. The lane is already shoved. There's really no reason to use a teleport. He's not going to miss out on any CS here. It's actually pretty much a pretty wise decision, keeping the teleport in the pocket. As Dinksy is level 6 now and maybe looking to gank that bot lane, clean it up along with a teleport from Chinsek. That would secure a dragon for Roosevelt. Young J808 is going to make his way, actually it's around the bottom lane here, but either way, Chinsek didn't really trade too much there. I'm actually surprised. He does have the power to trade a little bit ahead there. There's Dazzle in on a Balanced Summer, but he gets out of there, no problem. And Geeky Lizard gets hooked for his efforts, and Teos is the target of Balanced Summer's onslaught, knowing that he was going to come up and try to retaliate the Geeky Lizard hook. There's Ace in the Hole going out. Does hit Balanced Summer, I believe. Might have hit Cherry Blossom. Either way, not really doing too much damage. It looks like Dinksy is going to make his way down to bot lane. He's going to be walking over a pink ward, but that didn't stop him from ganking top lane. There's a flash and a miss. Cherry Blossom not finding that hook. Does use his flash for his efforts. There's Equalizer going on the the top lane though. Young J808 getting quite a bit of damage onto Chinsek, and actually I believe that was I Slam, therefore I am getting a lot of damage as Chinsek stood in the Equalizer for quite a long time, and with a Flame Spitter down there as well. It's a lot of damage going on Chinsek. This pretty much gave his life. Bad positioning on Chinsek's part, but almost took out Young J808, forced him to go back, and Chinsek does have that teleport available, so he's not going to miss out on too much, and he's still going to have the CS advantage as well. Does pick up boots also, and there's an explosion, a little bit of a Greston. There's a flash. Oh, but the ult from Hecarim not going to find his mark, and there's actually Deathmark and the Ignite. Couldn't get the word out from Worst Smiter NA picking up a kill. I don't think that dodge was intentional from Worst Smiter NA. That was just very coincidental timing. Ulting into Worst Smiter NA as he ulted into Explosion. Therefore, not finding its mark. I probably didn't get any damage, and not getting the fear on Worst Smiter NA either. This is very unfortunate for Dinksy. Either way, first dragon of the game gonna go over to Punahou. It's that mid lane dominance and driving Dinksy back, not having the ult. Did give the advantage over to Punahou, and they're gonna take that just like last game. shove and capitalize on every little mistake that Roosevelt makes. Just shove themselves ahead a little bit in gold. So I Slam, therefore I Am does have the the magic mantle. Gonna negate a little bit of the damage from the Rise. Cherry Blossom. Actually, Young J808 again focusing on the bot lane. He actually Dragon kicks Boundless Summer into his own tower. There's a very well-timed flash from Boundless Summer. Double kill going over to Teos. This whole Young J808 and Worst Smiter in A throwing me off. I keep forgetting who to call. But either way, Teos picking up a double kill, and in the bot lane, Dixie's going to be there to try to stave off the turret siege. Looks like he's going to be able to be successful on that one. He's pretty decent at wave clear. He does have the Elder Lizard to go with his Q and his W. Way. Oh, he gets hit by a trap, gets dazzled, Ignite goes down, Geeky Lizard actually picks up a kill on Dixie. That was a pretty one-sided kill. There was Dixie just overstaying his welcome there, getting taken down a little bit, and essentially turret dive. So that was the first turret of the game going over to Roosevelt. Punahou, my mistake. So the calling coming out onto Geeky Lizard. He might actually pick up a kill on it. No flash from Geeky Lizard. Does get him out of the way. No flash from Boundless Summer, but a Descendants does land on a Teos, flashing him, flaying him back, and Exhaust goes down as well. This will be a kill. Going over to Cherry Blossom. Very surprised that he gave that one to Cherry Blossom, as Boundless Summer could use it right now, considering the other ADC has 2 kills. Either way, in the top lane, Chinsec getting a little bit of an insect there by Young J808. Dashing over to the ward, kicking Chinsec back into I Slam, therefore I Am. So team synergy being a little bit stronger on Punahou, and that's allowing them to get quite ahead in this the second game of this best of 2. But either way, there's Ghost and ult coming out from Dixie. I don't think he's gonna catch him though. That is the one disadvantage of a Hecarim. Actually, no, he may stick with them here, but for what cost? I don't know if it's going to be worth it. Equalizer is not up to secure the kill on Dixie, but Dixie melted pretty fast either way in the bot lane. Roosevelt trying to answer back that turret. Young J808 again showing his presence, and here comes the teleport from Chinsec. He's going to try to counter this somehow, but in the top lane, Dixie actually fell too. I Slam, therefore I Am. Deathmark going in onto Chinsec. Roosevelt just being in the wrong place at the wrong time every time so far. Punahou taking advantage. Like I said, shoving every little mistake that Roosevelt makes. And this is actually very surprising. I haven't seen Roosevelt seem this play like I guess I could say an uncoordinated team. They've been pretty solid this entire series. Of course, they have yet to be eliminated into the loser bracket. But Punahou trying their neither is Punahou, I guess I should say. And they're looking to be the first to defeat McKinley in the best of 3 match. Not McKinley, my belt, Roosevelt. And there's again Young J808. Solid work on his Lee Sin mechanics, knocking Dixie back into his death again. So, like I said, Punahou showing Roosevelt that they're showing up to this game and they want to win this tournament. So this is a best of 3. This is a best of 3, and Punahou did win the first game. Cherry Blossom. Oh, Young J808 going in hard, getting hooked, and then down to his death. Boundless Summer did pick up the kill, but not before Cherry Blossom fell to Worst Smiter NA. Either way, Chinsec getting harpooned to death in the top lane. Equalizer going to do quite a bit of damage as well. Leandres is on I Slam, therefore I Am, and he's going to have that damage over time. Quite a bit of damage coming out with the constant burns. Either way, Teos gonna be aggressed upon here, maybe falling, but Dixie actually ults away. He could have picked up a kill onto Teos. Explosion gonna get a kill over onto Geeky Lizard, and a double kill, picking up Worst Smiter NA as well. I Slam, therefore I Am though, gonna pick up top lane turret. That will be a second turret for Punahou going into this game. 2 turrets to 1 right now. 12 kills to 5, 23.8k gold to 20.8k gold, 3,000 gold ahead in favor of Punahou. Dragon is going to be up in 50 seconds. And this will be the second dragon of the game. First dragon was secured by Punahou. So either way, Chinsek, he's still having a little bit of trouble. Has the components for the Rod of Ages, almost has it completed. I thought that he was gonna have a little bit more of a positive time up there as a Rise versus a Rumble, but Young J808 making all the difference in almost every lane except for mid lane. Mid lane he hasn't shown too much presence until recently, which is mostly just to secure kills on Dinksy. And now he's actually in a bad position here. He has to flash away. Nothing much gonna follow it up though, and there's a death sentence. Not really gonna find its mark. So Bloodthirster being completed for Boundless Summer. That's the only item he has right now. Ooh, there's the ace in the hole. Even Dixie caught that. He doesn't have too much armor. Only has 2 cloth armors right now. Ace in the hole is still gonna hurt him quite a bit. Either way, in the mid lane though, Worst Smiter NA, oh there's a Death Sentence. Worst Smiter NA does have the single target damage, and it's going to go all the way on to Boundless Summer. He does have the Blade of the Ruin King, and then Teos picks up a kill onto Dinksy. Chinsek going to be in the mix of things here. Let's see if it's going to be enough. No, Teos does live. Worst Smiter NA picking up a kill, and this is Punahou pretty much dissecting Roosevelt right now. Oh, and the Sonic Coconut picking up a kill for Young J808 onto Boundless Summer as he was backing. That's unfortunate. And actually, it looked like Boundless Summer had vision on him as there was a ward in the area. And that's the second dragon of the game going over to Punahou right now. I believe Punahou is actually putting Roosevelt on tilt. Like I said, I haven't seen this entire tournament. And of course, if Roosevelt loses this match, they will be going down into the loser brackets, which means they have a chance to meet up with Punahou again. If Punahou wins this, they will be going on to the finals, guaranteed. We'll see how it turns out. It is 15 kills to 5. Punahou's 3 times the kills right now. It's not looking good for Roosevelt, but it's still early. This is before the 20-minute mark. Anything could still happen. And of course, we have a ticking time bomb in Rise. Even if you die as a Rise, you still have that Rod of the Ages. He's gonna ult and try to catch up to Ice Slam, therefore I am, but not gonna do too much damage onto him. Cherry Blossom gonna get in the face of Geeky Lizard, but he's taking quite a bit of damage. Dinksy on the backside here, and now Boundless Summer gonna pick up a kill onto Geeky Lizard. And there is the ult coming out from Dinksy. Not gonna do too much to deter Teos. Teos doesn't have much in the way of mana. He's gonna get taken down by Dinksy. But Worst Smiter NA here, maybe looking to clean up something, but it's 4v2 right now. Young J808 misses Sonic Coconut, and Worst Smiter NA just gets locked down to oblivion. That was a very overzealous move, and it's cocky mistakes like that, shoving, like taking your lead for granted and just giving kills over like that. That's what's gonna balance this game back out in favor of Roosevelt. Punahou members have to be careful of that to not get overzealous. Play their cards right and don't overstay their welcome or try to engage in 2v4s or 1v4s, as that was actually because Young J808 misses Sonic Coconut. But either way, things like that right there. I mean, Ice Slam, therefore I am, does have control of that top lane still, but Chinsek does have a lot of power. Like I said, Rise is a ticking time bomb, so anytime he uses the skill, he's getting stronger. The Rod of Ages making him stronger, and he half health Ice Slam, therefore I am, with just a few, about 3 or 4 skills. It's not that much, especially in Rise's case, because he is more like a Gatling gun of abilities. I mean, Punahou needs to not get cocky. They need to stay focused. Excuse me, had to take a little drink there. I'm actually out of water now. So either way, I mean, like I said, Punahou, they need to remain calm, stay focused here. But that being said, they are still heavily in the lead right now. Let's see, 2 turrets to 1, 15 kills to 8. The gold's closing itself a little bit, but with mid lane turret going down in favor of Punahou, just came up a little bit more. But Young J808 getting caught out there, and actually Dinksy misses his ult. Worst Smiter NA gonna go in hard and then flash right back to his clone. Very clever play, and Young J808 gonna get caught out, but he's gonna safeguard over, still go down to Dinksy. Worst Smiter NA have to flash over the wall. There's a flash coming out from Cherry Blossom as well. Boundless Summer pretty much just 1v1'd Teos in the bot lane, though. So, like I said, it's still anybody's game. I mean, there's obviously still power coming out from Roosevelt. They just need to play it right. They've been able to get 5 kills in the last 5 minutes compared to Punahou has gotten none. So like I said, Punahou, like I said, getting a little cocky, overstaying their welcome, being in the wrong place at the wrong time, venturing into the enemy jungle without wards and getting caught out. They are winning the objective lead, the objective game though. And overall, that is what matters. And I mean, still, they are up in kills. So we'll see how it turns out for him. Dragon was taken just a few minutes ago, so it shouldn't be too much longer till it's up. Either way, yeah, there you go, 2 minutes. Good job, Fekez. Either way, 3 turrets to 1 right now in favor of Punahou. And yeah, I think they're just gonna hang back and farm a little bit. They realize he's overzealous. Overzealous kind of arrogant moves, getting the best of them a little bit there. Not doing them very much justice at all. And just like this, Young Jay 808, he's being caught out again. He does kick Cherry Blossom away, but Dinksy is there. He has his ult. Choosing not to use it yet, even though he probably could. Nobody's there to stop him. He could have secured a kill on that one, but with that lack of vision, they didn't know where Worst Smiter NA is or was the bottom lane was either. Either way, Young Jay 808 still going to get taken down by Boundless Summer, and Worst Smiter NA also going to be taken down as well, getting a double kill going over to Boundless Summer. Dinksy not going to die, not going to fall this time, and Roosevelt picked up another turret, 2 extra kills there, and they're coming back into this game. I slam, therefore I am. Back in a bad position, getting caught, and another kill going over to Roosevelt. And Geeky Lizard also going to fall. That is 4 kills for nothing, along with the turret. Roosevelt, they're crawling back into this one. More like fighting their way back into this one, bashing holes back into this one. No problem. Inner mid lane turret going down in their favor. They have evened up the turrets. The gold is actually in their favor now. Teos being caught out, almost being caught out in the jungle. Just to think about, oh, there's actually Young Jay 808, but there's a death sentence onto Teos, and Boundless Summer, the power coming out from him. He has 2,600 in the bank right now. He has just a Sheen and a Bloodthirster, but AD ratios on a Lucian proving a little bit too much right now, and the kills are evened up. Roosevelt's back in this. Dragon is up, and let's see. Yeah, I'll say both of them are on their wards from both teams here. Might be looking for a steal from Young Jay 808. Does have the vision. There's Equalizer going down. But yeah, the Dragon does go over to Roosevelt. They're going to drive back the forces of Punahou right now. So yeah, like I said, Punahou getting a little bit cocky in there early on. I've said it once, said it like 3 times already. Might as well say it again. They overstayed their welcome, got a little arrogant, and now Roosevelt is in this game, leading in gold, and even in objectives. Probably actually ahead in objectives. I don't know how many dragons have been gotten so far, but they're back in this one. So it looks like Last Whisper actually being picked up immediately from Boundless Summer. Gonna try to, oh, there's actually a pause coming out. Excuse me. Looks like we might be having some connection problems of some sort here. But either way, Boundless Summer, yeah, picking up a Last Whisper up front. Just in the going back with all those kills. He's 7-2-5 right now. He's in a very, very good position. And Cherry Blossom's been a huge assistance in all of those. He's been landing some really good hooks, being there for his team. He's been doing phenomenal. And Chinsek trying to make his way back into this one. The big thing about this in that top lane, despite Chinsek losing, it's like Worst Smiter NA having a little bit of connection trouble. Despite Chinsek losing that top lane, he's ahead a lot in CS, and that's actually translated over to having more gold than I Slam, therefore I am. It's a very surprising turnout right now. I did not expect this 10 minutes into the game. Almost, like I said, even 15 minutes into the game. But either way, we're gonna wait for the for their internet connection to clear up. I am gonna grab some water. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, I am back, but it looks like Worst Smiter NA is not. So yeah, as I was saying, despite Shinsek losing that top lane, excuse me, despite him losing that top lane, he's ahead in gold right now, and doing pretty well on items. So he's coming back. I mean, he's 0-5-3, but I mean, he's doing what he needs to. And what's his tier at? His tier's at 509. He's almost hit that power spike. It's approaching mid-game. He's almost hit the mid-game power spike that Rise has. And despite, like I said, dying early on, so long as Shinsek can position himself properly as Rise, because that is extremely important as Rise, as long as he can position himself properly, he's going to be a huge force come about 30 to 35 minutes. And Punahou is going to regret not closing out this game earlier, if that's the case. Meanwhile, though, like I said, in the mid lane, Worst Smiter NA has quite a bit of damage to him. He has Last Whisper, Blade of the Ruin King, and Brutalizer. He has a lot of single target damage going on. And, oh, excuse me, I actually had a little bit of a hiccup there. Either way. So he's going to be hurting even Dinksy, who has a Randuin's. Other than that, there's not too much resistance on the team of Roosevelt right now. They are still building toward it. Of course, Explosion on the Ziggs does have the Zanyas and the things that Holy Grail give him a little bit of resistance. But he's not going to be worrying too much about magic damage, I don't feel, unless he gets hit by an Equalizer. That's actually a tricky thing about playing a Ziggs against a Zed. That, well, yeah, it's very beneficial. You're going to need Azania's, that arm guard. Seeker's arm guard, that's what it's called. You're going to need that Seeker's arm guard against Zed because it gives you the extra armor. But with going that route, you neglect the Chalice of Harmony, which allows you to throw more bombs at him because it sustains your mana. So it's kind of a tricky itemization decision to make in the mid lane as a Ziggs. Yeah, because you kind of have to use like a double-edged sword. To get one benefit, you have to give up another one. But with that being said, it's about 24 minutes. I'm going to rest my voice. And since I am solo casting this, I might go to a game 3. I'm going to rest my voice. And we're just going to wait for Smiter NA to get back into this one. Alright guys, incoming 8-bit Daft Punk. like it's back on. Let me turn this off. There we go. So then I believe at 10 minutes, per the rules, Roosevelt was allowed to request an unpause, and that's what happened. And they're going to shove in the advantage here because it is now essentially 5v4 at this point. Or Smiter NA, I don't think they came back. So there's a very long distance landed by Cherry Blossoming. Deep Blizzard going to be taking quite a bit of damage out of it. And even a bouncing bomb to follow it up. Dixie going to try to follow in, but I mean, Roosevelt's kind of at the position they were earlier, that Punahou was at earlier. They're at the advantage. They have a huge advantage right now. They cannot be cocky like that. I mean, I slammed, therefore I am. Just got a double kill off of that. Of course, the Nexus, or the inhibitor turret, mid lane inhibitor turret did go down in favor of Roosevelt, and now Teos going to be aggressed upon. Explosion does pick up the kill on that one. Young J 808 trying to protect her, but not going to be enough. And there's a flash coming out from Balanced Summer, along with a follow-up flash from Young J 808 to get out of the way over the wall. He has a ward there, so he can safeguard just in case. And he actually gets in the face of Balanced Summer, which is not what you want to do, because Balanced Summer is extremely powerful right now, even despite the 4v5 or whatever it is.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
So Jinsek, again, can't blame Roosevelt for taking advantage of, whatever is happening at the moment for internet connection. They waited their 10 minutes. That is part of the rules. They are just going to play the game out normally, and they did take the top lane turret. A Phage being picked up by Balanced Summer. Looking to complete that Trinity Force. I almost said Infinity Force, but that is not right. That Trinity Force. There's a hook onto a Wraith actually, but it might be enough to engage onto MJ808. There comes the equalizer. Pretty solid equalizer at that. Teos does pick up the kill there. Jinsek going to be teleporting in. Doesn't cancel it. Explosion. A little bit down on health, but a long-range zigs. There's an ultimate from Dixie, and the Mega Inferno Bob coming out. Going to catch all three members of Culling as well. Jinsek does pick up the kill onto their Ice Slam, therefore I am. So the numbers game playing in the favor of Roosevelt right now. Not much that Punahou can do about it at the moment.
Blue team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
Let me actually. So yeah, sorry about that. Ace in the Hole comes out and actually finds Explosion, but is not powerful enough to kill him. Only a Bloodthirster and a pickaxe behind that right now. And a Doran's Blade and a Longsword. That's a little bit of damage, but not enough either way. Explosion still has a barrier up. Dragon is going to be up in 1:50 seconds. Game going back. The mid lane inhibitor. Is the inhibitor down? Yeah, mid lane inhibitor down. Sorry about that. Didn't catch it. According to the rules. Oh, it looks like Worst Smiter NA is back. Maybe a little bit too late for Punahou at this point, but I mean, Roosevelt came back into it, being down very early. Punahou may also be able to do it. So let's see how much gold that that's 920 some gold. Not really that much in the pocket of Worst Smiter NA. Didn't get too much out of it. Explosion. Very well placed Salcher charge, and Descent's just barely missing. So despite Worst Smiter NA coming back, yeah, there he is. So he is back. He looking to make his presence felt, I believe. I would assume so. He's still sitting on the fountain. We'll see how it plays out here. Either way, 4 men strong in the top lane for Roosevelt. Chinsek split pushing without the teleport up. Looks like Worst Smiter NA is actually going to go face him. Don't know if that's a good idea. I think Chinsek does have the power to kill him, but either way, Destin's landing on AJ08. Young J808. That was a fantastic, beautiful equalizer, but it's all for nothing. A little bit too much damage coming out of Explosion. Did get the double kill on that one. Young J808 trying to get in the face of everyone here, but not going to find their mark. Legendary Balance picks up the kill onto that one. Teos going on to getting exhausted down onto Explosion. Going to cut him off. And yeah, meanwhile in the bot lane, I didn't see what happened, but Worst Smiter NA is he is half health, so he did not win the trade with Chinsek. Like I said, Roosevelt just going to shove in here. They're shoving in from both top and bottom. Not too much that Punahou can do to answer back to it at the moment. Either way, ping's going down. Dragon is up. Looks like Roosevelt may be swinging around to secure the dragon. Nexus turrets are still up for the top and bottom lane. Of course, the mid lane is down. Young J808 not finding himself in a good position there. Actually does not get that ward in the bush. But it is a ward to safeguard too, nonetheless. Oh, and Cherry Blossom launched himself over the wall, but Chinsek is there, and there's Boundless Summer riding the Thresh Express right over the wall with him. He's going to do the culling onto I Slam, therefore I am, picking up another kill. He's 10-2-12 right now, helping just as much as he's killing. And Deathmark coming out from Worst Smiter NA, but he gets locked up. He transports back. Ace in the hole does get the shutdown, going over to Teos. Worst Smiter NA gotta dodge the hook, or actually I don't even know if he meant to dodge that, but either way, hook's not going to land. He's going to just shadow right over the wall and be out to safety. So the Trinity Force has been completed on to Boundless Summer, but he just picked up a BF sword as well. So a lot of power coming out from Boundless Summer. Definitely has the most gold in the game at 1269 right now. Well, 12,690, my bad. It's a little bit late over here on the continental US on the East Coast. But I'm going to stick with you. No problem, easy peasy, easy life. Don't have to work in the morning. Lucky Fekes. We got it. So it looks like Punahou going to try to take advantage of all the vision around Baron. Might be trying to set something up here, but they don't have the power to do it. It's only Geeky Lizard and Young J808. Young J808 gonna land a Sonic Coconut and the Resonant Strike onto Cherry Blossom, but really not much happening out of it. Teos gonna be locked down and then flash right into a bomb. Mega Inferno bomb from Explosion or Smiter NA. Not finding too much to Deathmark to.
Blue team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
This may be in. Looks like they're going back to the same strategy they had before. 4 men strong in one lane while Chinsek split pushes in another lane. And it looks like Punahou going in hard. The equalizer is thrown out. There's a lot of damage going down on Dixie. I Slam, therefore I am, does pick up the kill, but he actually gets out as well. The Boundless Summer barely touched, and that's who you need to get, but there's a lot of power coming out from Roosevelt. A lot of protection coming out on the Boundless Summer. So it's going to be hard for him to actually be taken down. And the Nexus turret does go down along with 2 deaths.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
There's the bot lane Nexus turret, and they are going to pick up the Nexus as well.
Blue team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
So those are 2 Nexuses down. Nexes. Either way, mid and bottom Nexus. I'm saying Nexus, I mean inhibitor. My bad. Either way, the Nexus turrets are going down, and now the Nexus itself is going down. And we're going to go into a game number 3 in this best of 3. This is the first best of 3 I have casted in a long time. And this is for the finals. It's unfortunate for Worst Smiter NA. We'll see if they can clear that up. I'm gonna put some music on. I've been requested Nano in the chat. I will look it up on YouTube just for you. And